Welcome back. Still tuned into Midcap Radar on CNBC-TV18. Well, as promised, let's get a corporate conversation now. After much delay, monsoon is gradually covering large parts of India. In fact, Kharif sowing has seen decent improvement over the past few days. But after the first quarter of FY24, what does agrochem demand look like? To discuss this and more on business opportunities, we are now joined by Rajesh Aggarwal, the Managing Director at Insecticides India. Mr. Aggarwal, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, we did see a deficit in rainfall in the first half of June, but that did see some recovery. Can you give us a sense of demand impact in the first half of June? How has it been so far in quarter one? And what is the sowing looking like?
There has been a very good recovery because this cyclone, it has brought the rains in many parts of the country. Though some states show the deficit, but those deficits are partial. Because in those states also, like if I talk about central India, Maharashtra is suffering, but some part has good rainfall, particularly the western Maharashtra and some other parts are waiting for the rains. Similarly, the situation in states like Bihar, West Bengal, where we see some delay, but these delays are partial. So overall, the sowing pattern is looking quite good. People are very, very positive. The MSPs has gone up, which is also giving big boost to the farmer. And overall, if we will see that the crop sowing pattern has been quite good actually, and the demand looks very good. So in June, we have registered a decent growth, and I see that growth to continue in the months of July and August.
But because there was deficient monsoon in the month of June, do you think the overall growth for Q1 may turn out to be lower than what you were anticipating?
I think we were able to make up a lot. But yes, partial, there can be a small betterment which was possible had the monsoon started in the start of June, because the south, particularly the southern zone, has suffered in the initial stages, but now it is also picking.
Okay, so what about demand? Is that intact? How are you looking at pricing, especially because we did see raw material prices coming down? Are you taking price cuts on the back of that, and that in turn having an impact on volumes?
Yes, this has been a very tricky year actually because of the climate change. The international demand for chemicals has come down. So particularly in the South American markets and European markets, there are a lot of stocks, and there are also high value stocks in the markets of Africa. So this has impacted the overall scenario. So there has been correction in the Indian markets also because of the fall of the international markets. So some price cuts we have taken to the tune of 10 to 15%. In certain products, it has exceeded 20% also. So those cuts are already taken. But majorly, it has happened into the generic products where there is a tough competition. And in some other products, overall, we can say that yes, the trend has been towards the price cut, and which had impacted our profitability in Q4. And it will certainly have some impact over the profitability of Q1. But we should be able to make a recovery in Q2. It looks like that.
Okay. Sir, do your products cater to paddy or soya bean? Because headlines seem to suggest that, the sowing has been delayed for soya bean in particular and even paddy.
Yes, our products goes in both the crops. So there are slight delays in certain areas. Like if I talk about North India, Punjab and Haryana, as per my understanding, 85-90% sowing is complete, and this week should see 100% completion. In UP, yes, there is a slight delay in sowing of paddy, and 10 to 15 days delay is there. So ultimately, we don't see a hit on the volumes, but there is a slight delay. In soybean also similarly, but I was in MP last week, and I've seen that mostly the sowing has taken place and the crop has started sprouting. So which means very positive signals. And Maharashtra, yes, is following it. So I mean to say, like there is some delay, but so far there is no no doubts about the area which is going to get covered, and the demand is there.
Other crops where there has been some delay?
Yeah, there has been a delay of 1 to 2 weeks actually.
No, in any other crops?
Other crops are more or less good actually, because cotton-wise is okay.
Okay, so, Mr. Aggarwal, yours is an industry which did see good years, say in 2022, 2021, but 2023, as you said in quarter one, there has been an impact on pricing, which we are seeing globally as well. Do you think it will take some time before the recovery? We indicated quarter two, but biggest of the players globally as well have spoken about profit warning. They've spoken about how inventory is at a higher level right now. Do you think FY24 could be a weaker year? What makes you confident of that 10 to 12% revenue growth this year?
We are working very strongly on liquidation of the inventories, and we have very successfully reduced our inventory in Q1. And in both these months of July and August, again, we think that we should be able to reduce our inventory substantially. We are working product to product and market to market, and we are trying to do this very strongly. We are focusing on the brands which are supposed to give us the jump in the market, because there are many projects which were launched in the COVID period, and there are certain launches which has happened in this year also, and we are working very focusedly around those products.
So what are the current inventory days, say the last quarter? How much has it increased by? And when you talk about working hard to liquidate the inventory, what is the level you're looking at?
Like, we are able to reduce our inventory level by about 15% in Q1 if I compare year on year. And I believe that again in Q2, I should be able to reduce my inventory by almost 20%. So inventory days I have not seen so far, but yes, it will also have an impact because we are continuously working on reducing our inventory levels.
You got a patent earlier last month on 7th of June for pyrazole derivatives and insecticides and fungicides. It was a 20-year patent. Can you tell us the opportunity?
Like, the opportunity in all the products where we are filing the patents is huge. And this was almost... we have filed various patents, more than 35, and we are continuously receiving these patents. And the time of launch of this product is little different than grant of the patent, because we have to register the product, then it goes to the market. Only these products have the potential of 50 to 500 crores. It depends what type of product and what type of thing is there. But yes, products have the potential. They can, starting from 30-40 crores, the market can go to 300, 400, 500 crores.
Mr. Aggarwal, what was the export number in FY23? And when we talk about Latin America or North America seeing some price pressure, what is the outlook looking like for FY24?
Like, we crossed 100 crores last year. There was a decline from previous year. But this year we have plans to double our export numbers. So the team is fighting back and team is working on this. And I believe that Q2 itself, Q1 we have crossed last year Q1. In Q2 we should see the jump in the export numbers.
But when we are talking about FY24 being a little weaker on the export side, what makes you confident that you will be able to cross FY23 numbers?
We are registering new products and we are capturing the new markets. So with the new customer base coming in and new product registrations in the markets, we should be able to get this market share.
Mr. Aggarwal, last question before we let you go. Even registration is very expensive, right? Sometimes registration of a product in the export market is as expensive as putting out a factory in itself. Can you tell us what kind of registration cost will you have to incur? What kind of capex number are you looking at in FY24?
We generally do the need to registrations, and we derive, like when we are registering in India, we make many products ourselves for the first time in the country. And the data which we generate for the Indian markets, it is good for the international markets also. We have to make additional registrations in the international markets. So the centralized pool data, we invest from 1 crore to 3 crore product to product. And sometimes for the formulations also, there is an investment from 50 lakhs to a crore from product to product. And if there is any specialized product, then there can be additional investment, or if there are various formulations. Generally, we don't make an investment in the country where we are registering the product, that we make our partners and our partners make that investment. So for Insecticide India, this investment varies from 2 crores to 5 crores product to product, and the rest of the investment is made by our partners.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much, sir, for joining in. The monsoon has been deficient, but overall, the picture on the ground is still fairly healthy. There have been some delays in sowing, but the company has managed to largely make up for it. Get into a short break. On the other side, it's our special segment, Midcap Spotlight. We will focus on HPL Electric. The stock has hit a 52-week high, and we'll also tell you why Aster DM is up 10%.